Biden lifted restrictions on what weapons the U.S. would have to give. Yeah, yeah, dude. Tank your support among Dems even more. What do you mean lift nearly every restriction? Like, what weapons do they need that they didn't have before in their purge of the Gaza Strip? What do they have? Nukes? No, they have nukes. They already have that. Like, seriously, what insane high tech, ultra big brain shit do they need to liquidate the population of the Gaza Strip? Since I've been back home for Thanksgiving break, I've had in-depth convos with the 4 Arab relatives and family friends. All 4 have said they won't vote for Biden 2024. They insist they will abstain even if it ends up benefiting Trump. I've had the same conversations with all my Muslim friends and family members over Thanksgiving. Not a single one says they'll vote for Biden again, having voted for him in 2020. Every single one says because of Gaza. Dems need to understand the anger is very real. I know for a fact a ton of like sneering pencil neck dipshit liberals replied to this going like, well, those Muslims don't know what's good for them. Don't they know Trump's better? What people don't seem to understand is that just because mathematically it's better to vote for Trump, that doesn't mean that it's not Biden's fault for making himself so unlikable here. Like, if Biden personally came to your house and kicked down your door and your mom and shit on your face, he would still probably be a better president than Trump. But like, I'm not going to get mad at you for saying that guy. I'm not voting for him. You know, I understand and appreciate the raw mathematics of the situation, and we do need as many people as possible to vote for Biden. But holy shit, Biden is making it really difficult to both to vote for him and to advocate for voting for him. I have no stomach for like arguing to vote for Biden like mid genocide. Not even like, you know, it's just happening incidentally, but he's like gleefully enabling it and ignoring the possibility, you know, of a different path on any level. It's insane. Did you say Deepak do just that? Deepak has always had really stupid opinions when it comes to Israel. When I raised a bunch of money for the Palestine Children Relief Fund, he like offhandedly said it might be going to Hamas. He's always been like a Zionist parentheses negative. People got mad at me when I said that before, but like literally, he's literally like taking the worst possible positions on this. Apparently his community is going after him for it too, because like, yeah, it's getting increasingly unpopular to be just like a bloodthirsty psychopath when it comes to the ongoing destruction of the Palestinian people. Which like, dude, holy shit. To steelman a pro-Biden argument, Joe is working on the Saudi-Israel defense deal, possibly the best case scenario for Palestinians. Part of the deal involves Israeli recognition of Palestinian territory, mostly West Bank, though. Nah, America has the power to stop what's happening. It might be politically unpopular, and maybe the difficulty would be like finding the right balance of politically unpopular and effective when it comes to stopping the genocide. But Biden has been like full-throatedly sucking Netanyahu's dick this entire time. All these crimes, like, we will put no stops, no holds. Like, there's just no way around that. There's no like 20D chess way around it just being enabling a genocide. Would it be politically unpopular? I mean, it really depends on the way in which he had to do it, I guess. Created in the 1980s to supply the U.S. in case of a regional war, the War Reserve Stockpile Allies Israel, or RWSA-1, RWSAI, is the largest known to network of what are effectively foreign U.S. weapon caches. Highly regulated for security, the stockpiles are governed by a set of strict requirements. Bernie's op-ed in the New York Times is still not exactly calling for a ceasefire. Yeah, f*** him. No wonder. Biden doesn't have to do anything behind the scenes to curtail Israel. And that's also like, you could excuse any politician in that way, you know? We've had days of no bombing and hostages are being exchanged that seem to come out of nowhere. Hamas offered to exchange hostages a while ago. And the days of no bombing, that's not true. There have been attacks. Also, it's just a pause. Like, what do you think the Palestinians are going to do with this pause? All they have time for is picking bodies from the rubble. Like, here you go. You get 4 days where maybe you will get no bombs falling on you while you sort of pull apart the corpse pieces, and then it's just right back to it, you know? Like, what is this even? Delay? The US government is only supposed to spend 200 million per fiscal year restocking the WRSAI, about half the total cap for all US stockpiles around the globe. The White House request, however, would waive the limit on US contributions to the stockpile in Israel. That would allow the stockpile to be continuously replenished. Dude, like, Biden's not only like, yeah, man, we fully support Israel. He's like, yeah, let's literally unlimited money in military support for liquefying the Gaza Strip for nothing. Like, what military are you fighting? Vosh, you guys are going to get Trump again because I don't know how 2024 is going to go. But if Trump does win, 100 billion%, it will be more on the Dems than 2016's loss was too. Hillary was a historically unpopular candidate who f***ed up constantly, and her failure is the Dems' failure. And this will be triple that, quadruple that, easily. Vosh last week, it's imperative for all leftists to vote for Biden. Vosh this week, Biden is a Giga Zionist. He's so cucked him. Yeah, those are me both weeks. Still voting for Biden. This does sound hollow, but Biden says chance of permanent ceasefire. Why do you guys keep using New York Times links? Why do you guys choose to keep doing that over and over again, time and time again? Biden says the chances are real that the pause could open the door to a longer ceasefire. Asked if he trusts Hamas to uphold its end of the deal, Mr. Biden said, I don't trust Hamas to do anything right. I only trust Hamas to respond to pressure. So longer ceasefire, i.e. longer pause, not a permanent ceasefire. And then when asked, like, oh, well, what about the untrustworthy Hamas people? Hamas is, like, more trustworthy than the IDF when it comes to aggression between the two sides. AIPAC needs to be registered as a foreign agent the way they spend so much. I mean, it's a PAC. It's just money. It's not a foreign agent. Also, a lot of the support and political will for AIPAC is domestic. It's just like Israel and Jews are just a lever that they use to put pressure on each other. It's not like actually Israel's power or whatever. The Biden administration's supplemental budget request would further undermine oversight and accountability, even as U.S. support enables an Israeli campaign that has killed thousands of children. Cool. I think we might be singing a different tune once we get closer to the election season. Yeah, you can pull optics, however, man. It doesn't change the fact that, like, Biden, like, this eternal taint, you know? Like, with regards to foreign policy, Democrats had a pretty clear high ground running decades back, you know? Obama mishandled a ton of stuff, but he wasn't Bush. And Biden did a hell of a lot better than Obama. And now Biden just gets to preside over a genocide and fully enable and abet it and fund it and provide weapons and defend the people who commit it and repeat their lies. Like, that's not going to change if Trump, you know, does a bad thing or says stupid shit, which he always has, you know. Would Trump have handled it differently than Biden? Yeah, he probably would have done worse. Though I am willing to say that Biden has done so terribly and Trump is such a wild card sometimes that there is a possibility he would have done the same or better. No, I don't think he would have. I only think that Biden's done so poorly that it's within the range of possibility. It's within like the you know, spectrum of possible outcomes with regards to Biden's approval rating on Democrats. Man, look at it pulling apart like that. Jesus Christ. The end here. Purple is disapprove, of course. We saw this article. Biden standing hit news low against Israel-Hamas war. Nice. I feel like that's a lot of presence, though. I mean, yeah, sure. And he lost a lot of popularity when he pulled out of Afghanistan as well. But, like, damn, dude. This is not politically effective. If you look at 538, his approval is up 5 points since October 7th. On October 7th, he was at 14.7 leaning disapproval. Now he's at 16.1 leaning disapproval. Vosh about to start agreeing with Genocide Joe TikTokers. I mean, he's doing a genocide, you know? It's pretty straightforward, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't beat Trump necessarily. I'm just saying it's so tiring. Yeah, I'm sorry about the long pauses in my speech. Just honest, earnest, to God being tired.